Alright, so this is the C-Class W204. You may have seen my other video that I put on about the engine temperature being a little bit maybe unreliable. I'm just going to start the engine here and I'll show you what was happening. We've had a successful diagnosis. We haven't fixed the fault yet, but we have had a successful diagnosis. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about that now. The coolant or the engine temperature here is showing sort of just around about 60-ish. Now it generally stays in this area here when I'm driving. It doesn't matter whether I'm driving at sort of 30, 40, or 70 or 80, it generally stays around this area here. Now when the car's at idle, it generally goes up towards the sort of, if that's the 100 mark in the middle there, you're probably looking at about 80 to 90. So you'll find that if I was to sit here for the next 5 or 10 minutes, this needle would just sort of go right up there. And then if I started driving again, it would come down to pretty much where it is now. So yeah, so I mean previously I'd put a video on just explaining this, asking for any help. And a few people came back and said, yeah, it looks like the thermostat needs to be replaced. I did a little bit of digging around online, and a lot of comments, a lot of forums also look to suggest the thermostat. And yesterday I took it to a Mercedes-Benz. It's not an official dealer, but it was a Mercedes-Benz independent garage, and they've said that they've seen this quite a lot, and it is in fact down to the thermostat, which can't control the temperature correctly. So this might happen, of course, if you get a check engine light as well. The check engine light will come on when the thermostat sort of really completely fails. But once you start getting these symptoms, you don't want to let it get to the stage where the check engine light comes on, because that's when you know it's you're going to do some serious damage. It is working to an extent here, but not exactly as we need it to. So we need to change over the thermostat on this vehicle before we let the check engine light come on, and before any damage is done to the vehicle. So I just really wanted to update you on the situation and update you. You might have the same scenario or the same circumstances in your vehicle, and you're wondering why it's doing that. Well, there's the answer. It's because your thermostat needs to be replaced. There is a guide on here on YouTube on how to do the thermostat replacement, but I believe that's a C300. This is a C220, so I believe it's going to be a little bit different. When I do it, I might try and make a DIY guide myself, and it should be on YouTube by the time I've done the actual installation. So thanks for watching, and I hope this helps if you've got the same issue.